Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, well, the room is ready. The tables are set, and yes, we are live yet another time, only for all our young viewers right here, right away on PSTV. I am Mohini, your host for the evening today, and I welcome all of you to a brand new episode on PSTV, guys, and brand new because we have ventured on this new journey, and we've started on this new journey, and it is the journey of blogging. It's a journey for all my beautiful young budding writers. So guys, it is all about blogging for budding writers, everybody. Okay, and that is what we will be taking forward from now onwards. We are through with our podcasting journey, and we are through with our episode 1 as far as blogging is concerned. And today we are on episode 2, guys. Okay, so let's just move forward, everybody, and let's just see what's brewing. Okay, what's brewing for all of you? What do I have in store for everybody, all my viewers right here? Well, like always, we start with another inspirational, motivational quote, and after that, of course, we have break the ice. All right, which is this or that. So, wherein I pose certain questions to you, which have basically two options, and you got to tell me your choice, your option. Okay, and of course, post that we have what's in store, which is about today. We are talking about the early years of blogging. It's also about the growth period as far as blogging is concerned. Okay, how did it come into existence? How did it grow? So basically, we are talking about the history and the origin of blogging, guys. Okay, and then we have fun and frolic one. So that is fun activity number one for everybody. Okay, and like I mentioned, that this time we have not one but two fun and frolic segments. So we will be having that as well. But in the middle of those two segments, we have blogs reach the mainstream. We will also be talking about how blogs actually reach the mainstream, how they gathered pace, and of course a little insight on the future of blogging. Okay, and before I end the session for today, we'll do a quick wrap up, which is like a recap of all that we discussed today, all that we talk about today, and of course end the session with a home task, an assignment for all my lovely audience right here, guys. So if you are excited for today's session, just type in excited right now in the chat box. I want to see excited or your favorite emoji or anything that just tells me that everybody out here watching me right now is actually excited for this episode. All right, so quickly in the chat box, guys, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to start the session for today. So I need some motivation, some inspiration from everybody watching me today, right here in my inbox, everybody. Okay, so I can see a lot of the emojis coming in. I can see a lot of the hearts are coming in. Okay, a lot of the love is flowing in, and lovely, guys. This is what keeps us motivated. This is what we love. Okay, and I love to see my chat box flooded with all your responses, everybody. So great going. And now, moving on. Okay, well, quote of the day, everybody. Okay, and if you can see, there's a beautiful little sunflower only to light up your day, your evenings, everybody. Okay, so quote of the day right here is: life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving, guys. And it's a beautiful, beautiful quote by none other than the genius Albert Einstein. Okay, life is like riding a bicycle, and to keep your balance, you must keep moving, guys. Keep moving, no matter what life throws at you, no matter how difficult the challenges are, how tough things get. But all you've got to do is keep moving. All right. Okay. So I see, as soon as I think a lot of you, I finished on that quote, I could see a lot of smileys popping in on my screen, and it's lovely to see that. Great. It's great to know that all of you, yeah, I get a lot of responses here saying that I love the quotes, and that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Ria. All right. And moving on now, guys. Moving on to this or that, everybody. Okay. So, this or that. Your first question is sweet and sour or sweet and spicy? So, come on, tell me, sweet and sour or sweet and spicy? What's your take, guys? I think I would go for sweet and sour. I don't think I'm somebody who can actually have a lot of spicy food. So I definitely go for something which is sweet and sour. Maybe I love sweets. Okay, and yeah, sour at times definitely. So come on. Okay, so I get a lot of. It's like a mixed bag here again. So I get sweet and sour. I get some sweet and spicy also. I get only sweet also. Wow, I can resonate with that comment. Okay, great guys. Thank you so much. All right, and now moving on to the next question. Breakfast for dinner or dessert for breakfast? Come on, quickly tell me. What do you think should be your option? Okay, for me, dessert any time of the day, whether it's morning, whether it's breakfast, whether it's my lunchtime or dinner time. I think I can have dessert at any time of the day if there are no restrictions. Okay, if I don't have to watch other things, so definitely dessert at any time of the day. Okay, for me. What about you guys? Quickly tell me. All right, so I get desserts, I get breakfast for dinner. A lot of you, I think, are breakfast lovers out here. You enjoy your breakfast. You enjoy your breakfast thoroughly. Cheese loaded breakfast. I get fries for breakfast. Wow. Okay, lovely. All right, fries for dinner. Cheese loaded. Okay, lovely. And I get a lot of desserts also there. I get the chocolate pies there. Okay, I'm getting pastries there. Lovely, guys. Thank you. Thank you for those responses. Now, moving on to the next one, everybody. No plates or no bowls. So tell me, what's your take on this one? No plates or no bowls? What would you go ahead with? I think for me, I mean, eating without a plate would be something that I don't think I can imagine. I mean, as of now, I don't think I'm used to it. So I think maybe plates would be definitely something that I don't think I can do without. But maybe I can manage without the bowls. I don't know. I mean, as of now, I've not tried that. But maybe if I'm given an option between the two, I definitely choose the plate, guys. So come on, tell me about your thoughts and your preferences. So I get both, okay? My answer was also the same, that both. But you've got to choose one, okay, Jacob? So tell me one answer for this one. Okay, so you can't choose. All right, okay, all right. So I'm getting plates. I'm getting some are giving me boards. Some are getting bowls. Okay, great, lovely. All right. Now moving on to the next one: superhero or super villain. What would you want to be, guys? Superhero or the super villain? For me, I think superheroes always work. They're always popular. People love them. So definitely superheroes is my take. Okay, what's your take, everybody? Come on, quickly. So I am getting a few. Oh my god, some of you are actually saying super villain also, is it? Okay, lovely. All right. And I do get superheroes. So the majority here is saying superheroes. Lovely. Okay. Now moving on to the next one. Wand or crystal ball, guys? What would your option be? Okay. And I do get one from Sapna here. Okay. Where she's saying superhero anytime. Okay, lovely. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, now try and answer this one. The wand or crystal ball? What's your option? Okay, so I get a lot of you are saying wands out here, and I think I would be confused between the two. I don't know. Both are such amazing fantasy elements. Okay, and a few of you are saying that crystal ball sounds interesting. Okay, some of you are sending me the hearts with both of these. Lovely guys, thank you so much. I think most of you are picking both the options. Is it all right? Okay. So thank you for being such an active audience, everybody. Thank you for participating so actively. And like I always say, just let's keep the energy going, everybody. Okay. And now moving on to what's in store. What's the agenda for today? What are we going to be discussing today, guys? Okay. So we will be talking about the history of blogging. Okay. And like I mentioned in my previous episode, also before you move forward into this arena of blogging, you've got to know a little about the origin of blogging. Okay, you've got to know a little about the history of blogging, and that's the reason that my team and I we've just put this together for all of you regarding the history of blogging today. So that is there in store for all of you for today. Okay, so let's just start right in. Now, practically everybody reads blogs now. It's all over the internet. We all know. Okay, whether the official news blogs associated with traditional news media, topic-based blogs related to your work, your hobbies, or blogs that are just there for entertainment purpose. And just about anyone you ask has at least one favorite blog, more or less everybody out here. Yes, I get a lot of yes on that one. Yes, definitely. Most of us, we all, and like I mentioned in my last episode, also subconsciously, sometimes we actually tend to, go through a blog and we don't even know it's actually a blog that we're reading over the net. All right. But it wasn't always this way, guys. Okay, this has happened in the recent years, but this was not the case earlier. Okay, blogs have a relatively short history, definitely, even when compared with the history of internet itself. So it's not something that's been there for quite some for quite some time now. Blogs are something that has happened recently. Okay, so let's just move on and discuss this in a little more detail, guys, about the early years as far as blogging is concerned. Okay. Now, it's generally recognized that the first blog was links.net. Yes, that was the first blog. It was created by Justin Hall while he was a Swarthmore College student in 1994. And at that point of time, they weren't actually called blogs how we know them. Okay. And Justin Hall basically just referred to it as his personal homepage. He said it's my personal homepage because it was talking about him, so it wasn't like a blog. It was like a personal homepage for Justin. And it wasn't until 1997 that the term Weblog, okay, Weblog, Weblog was actually coined. And the world's creation has been attributed to John Barger. Okay, he has created this particular word Weblog of the influential earlier blog Robot Wisdom. And the term was created to reflect the process of logging the web as he browsed. Okay, so that's how this term came into existence. Weblog, that was how it was initially. All right, and now moving on, guys. Weblog was shortened to blog, like we know it now, in the 1999 by programmer Peter Merholz, and it's not until 5 years later that Merriam-Webster, the dictionary that all of us enjoy and all of us get like so much details about, so much vocabulary and so many new words. Well, that Webster dictionary declares the word as their word of the year, and that was done 5 years post the 1999. Okay, and the original blogs were updated manually, often linked from a central homepage or an archive. And this wasn't very efficient, but unless you were a programmer who could create your own custom blogging platform, there weren't any other options to actually begin with at that point of time. And during these early years, a few different blogging platforms also cropped up. LiveJournal is probably the most recognizable of the initial sites that came into being. Okay, so LiveJournal, Weblog, okay, and all these are different words that you've got to relate with blogging. You've got to remember because one field that you're going ahead with. So the history, the origin is something that has to be important, guys. Okay. And now moving on, the growth period as far as blogging is concerned, how did it grow? Okay. And the early 2000s were a period of growth for blogs. Okay. In 1999, according to a list compiled by James Garrett, there were 23 blogs on the internet only. Okay. So in 1999, there was just about 23 blogs on the internet. Political blogs were some of the most popular early blogs. Some political candidates started using blogs during their time period also. So a lot of the candidates also came up and they started using these political blogs for their own benefit as well. But political blogs is something that were actually most famous when it came to early blogging, guys. All right. So at that point of time when it started, it was just about 23 blogs on the internet. And now moving on to the next one that I have for all of you here is that in-depth topic blogs were also becoming more popular during this particular time. They often delved much deeper into current news, the pop culture, and mainstream media sources. And in addition to commenting directly on what traditional media was reporting. By 2001, there was enough interest in blogging, and that somehow, when came in a lot of articles, how to do this, how to articles and guides that you see here and there. They started cropping up when people started blogging a little more, and now meta blogs blogs about blogging make a sizable portion of the most popular and successful blogs out there. We all know this, okay? So by 2001, there was enough interest in blogging. So, like I said, the history of blogging is not something that dates back to really long. It's something that has happened recently, guys. Okay, it's been after the 2000s that it has actually gained momentum. Okay, and now moving on. Well, WordPress. Okay, we've all heard about. How many of you have heard about WordPress? Quickly tell me in the chat box, guys. Quickly. Okay, so I see the thumbs up coming in. All right, so I feel most of you have actually heard about WordPress. WordPress was started in 2003, though parts of its development date back to 2001 as well. TypePad was also released in 2003 based on movable type. Okay, some peripheral services to the blogosphere also started in the early 2000s. Now, Technorati, the first major blog search engine, was launched in 2002, and I'm giving out these terms to you so that you know about these terms, because this is one field that you're venturing into details. So you've got to know what WordPress was, okay, TypePad was, all these popular names, okay, in the field. Audio Blogger, the first major podcasting service, which was founded in 2003. The first video blogs actually started in 2004, guys, more than a year before YouTube was found. So it was there, it was already there, even before YouTube was found. Okay, so a lot of the video blogs wherein you see people actually posting a lot of videos, funny videos, videos to entertain you, those had actually come into existence also, and this was before 2004, guys. Okay, and now moving on. Also launched in 2003 was the AdSense advertising platform, which was the first ad network to match ads to the content on a particular blog. AdSense also made it possible for bloggers without huge platforms to actually start making money. We discussed this in the last episode about blogging and making money. It's not that simple. It's not an overnight success story, okay, when it comes to relating blogging and when it comes to monetizing on your blogs. But of course, AdSense advertising platform was launched in 2003, and it was the first ad network to match ads to the content on a blog. Okay, and that's how it was made possible for all the bloggers to actually monetize on their blogs, guys. Right? And now, well, after all that talking about the growth period of blogging and about the origin of blogging, it's time for fun and frolic, everybody. Okay, so gear up for this one. I want to see answers in my chat box, everybody. Okay, and like you can see, the balloons are welcoming you yet again because it's a new episode, it's a new show, it's a new journey for all of us, guys. Okay, so now moving on. Well, today we have something very interesting. It's called What Am I? So I'm going to be reading out certain clues, okay, about something, and you have to tell me what that something is, basically. All right, so what am I? Okay, so the first clue for all my viewers right here, I have three letters. I read the same forward and backward, and I know you'll get the answer. I know you'll see. It's a word that is important to you and me. What word am I? So, any guesses, guys? I'll go one more time with this one. I have three letters. I read the same forward and backward. And I know you'll get the answer. I know you'll see. It's a word that is important to you and me. What word am I? And I've already got one correct answer in the inbox, and kudos to you for that. Noah, you've given me the correct answer, but I'm just waiting for a few of you to type in, and for all the ones who've actually sent me a question mark that what is this about? Okay, there's somebody who's saying C there. No, it's not C. Okay, somebody saying V. No, it's not V. Three letters, guys. Okay, so you've got to think of this one. Mom. No, it's not mom. Okay, all right. Lovely, lovely, guys. Okay. So everybody's responding, but I've got three correct answers as of now. I'm waiting for a few more, guys. Okay. So I think I should give this out to all of you, right? Well, the answer is an I. Okay, it is an I, guys. Yes, a few of you did get that correct, and I'm so glad. And this brings me to another. I do see comments coming in right now. Okay, all right. So some of you have been thinking, but of course, the answer is I, guys. Okay, lovely. And this brings me to telling you about words that are actually something similar. Okay, so words which actually read the same forward and backward. And these words, if you can read what's there on my screen, these are actually called palindrome, guys. Okay, this is the term. Remember the term, it's a palindrome. A word, a number, a phrase. Okay, it reads the same backward and forward. And that is what a palindrome is, everybody. Okay, so if you can see some examples of palindromes that I have written here, I hope it's clear to everybody. There's a race car. If you read it backwards, also it's going to be the same. It's going to be a race car. Madam. Okay, if you read it backwards, it's going to be the same. If you read the word wow, for instance, it's going to be the same, even if you read it backwards. So these words, numbers like these, phrases, which actually read the same forward and backward, are actually called palindromes. All right. So I hope that people out here are going to remember it. Yes, will you remember this word palindrome, guys? Quickly. Okay, so I see a lot of you telling me yes, yes, yes. The thumbs up, lovely, guys. I'm so glad. All right. And now moving on to the next, what am I? Okay, let's see what is here for you. It is not in your tummy, but somewhere above. It is thought by many to be the symbol of love. What am I? Okay, so come on, quickly tell me. It is not in your tummy, but somewhere above. It is thought by many to be the symbol of love. What am I, guys? Any guesses? I see a lot of question marks popping in. Okay, so I see a lot of think emojis popping in, but I don't see the correct answer yet. Okay, I get the answer love from Jacob here. No, it's not love. I'm getting a lot of love, love, love. And I've got one correct answer here. Okay. I'm getting a lot of emojis for this one. So I think a lot of you are getting it correct now. And it's great to see that because, yes, guys, all of you right here are correct. It is a heart. The answer is a heart. And let me just go back and show you the correct answer, everybody. And a big heart, a big love emoji for all my young students out here. And thank you for being here with us today evening. I see heart also again coming in. Thank you so much, Akansha. And thank you everybody for putting that forward. Okay, and now moving on to the next one. What am I? You answer me even though I never ask you any question. What am I? Okay, so I think this would be my kid because he answers me even before I ask him anything. Yeah, but that's just like the hilarious side of it. So tell me, what are your answers, guys? You answer me even though I never ask you any question. What am I? Come on, quickly tell me. All right, so a lot of you are thinking. Okay, a lot of you are thinking the think emoji is back as usual. Okay, lovely, guys. And now let's see who's. I've got a few correct responses also here. So let's see. I'm just waiting for a few of you to think more and just type in your responses so then I can just go ahead and show you the correct answer. And yes, a lot of you are giving me the correct answer. Well, definitely, guys, a lot of you are correct. It is a phone call. Okay. All right. No, it's not God. Okay. It is a phone call. Lovely. Okay. Great. So good answers, everybody. Okay, I'm still getting answers for this one. No, it's not a head. It's a phone call. Okay, that is the correct answer. Lovely. Now moving on to the next clue. What am I? You go at red, but stop at green. What am I? Okay, so tell me. You go at red, but you stop at green. What am I? Okay. And the first answer that I get here is signals, traffic lights. No, it's not signals. It's not traffic lights, guys. Okay, so come on, tell me. Okay, it's the opposite. In fact, if you read this, you go at red, but you stop at green. What am I? Quickly. All right, so I can see a few more comments coming in. Somebody saying traffic signal. No, traffic signal is not the correct answer. Okay, you go at red but stop at green. Okay, so you've got to get this correct. No, it is not traffic light. Everybody's guessing traffic light. It is not traffic light, guys. There has to be another answer to this one. Okay, so now quickly tell me the responses. Okay, now. Okay, so I think nobody's being able to guess this one. Huh? Everybody's giving me different answers for this one. So let me give this out, guys. It is a watermelon. Okay, it is a watermelon. Yes, precisely. Let me just go back to the riddle. Well, you go at red, but stop at green. Okay, it is a watermelon. Okay, and now moving on to the next one. I'm tall when I'm young, and I'm short when I'm old. What am I? So I'm tall when I'm young, and I'm short when I'm old. So what am I, guys? Quickly, as soon as I'm reading this out, people are sending me the think emojis, okay, and the thought emojis, okay, and the shocked emojis, okay. All right, lovely, guys. So such active participation from everybody. So think on this one now. No correct answers. Okay, only emojis that I can see in my chat box as of now. Quickly, I'm tall when I'm young and I'm short when I'm old. What am I? Think of this. Okay, so somebody's saying tree. No, it's not a tree. It's not a tree. Something else. Think of something else. Okay, all right. Well, the correct answer is a candle. It's a candle, everybody. Okay, everybody has to brush up on the riddles now. Everybody's lost track of these riddles. Okay, no, it's not a tree. It is a candle, guys. Okay, that is the correct answer. Thank you so much, everybody, for actively participating right here. No, it's not grandpa. Skillful here says grandpa. It's not grandpa. It's a candle. Thank you so much for participating. Okay, so now we are done with Fun and Frolic segment one, and now we have blogs reach the mainstream. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about how the blogs actually reach the mainstream, guys. Okay, so moving on. Well, like I mentioned, that by the mid 2000s, blogs were reaching the mainstream. In January of 2005, a study was released saying that 32 million Americans were actually reading blogs. At that time, it was more of a 10% of the entire population, guys. The same here, Garrett M. Graff was granted the White House press credentials, the first blogger ever to do so. Okay, so he is the first blogger ever. And a number of mainstream media sites started their own blog during the mid to late 2000s or teamed up with existing blogs to provide additional coverage and commentary. Now, by 2004, political consultants, candidates, and mainstream news organizations also began using blogs more prominently, guys. Okay, and they provided the perfect vehicle for broadcasting editorial opinion and reaching out to the readers and viewers, because we know that blogging is a medium through which you can actually reach out to your viewers and your readers very easily. Okay, it's all over the internet, so definitely a very comfortable platform to reach out to people. And during this time, the number of blogs actually grew even more, with more than 152 million blogs active by the end of 2010. Okay, it started with almost like 2023 blogs, and it is reached to actually 152 million, guys, by the end of 2010. Virtually every mainstream news source now has at least one blog, as to do many corporations, individuals, everybody, the world is blogging now. Okay, everybody is blogging. All right. So now moving on to the next, that we have the future of blogging, because all of you out here are, of course, bloggers in the making, and you want to go ahead and put your writing skills to practice. You want to go ahead and share your writings with the world. So, of course, you've got to know about the future of blogging also, guys, right? Okay. So now 8 to 10 years ago, blogs were becoming the primary point of communication for individuals online. But with the advent of social media and social networking in the past 5 years, blogs have become only one portion of an individual's online persona. Okay, so they had an important aspect of an individual's online persona also. All these blogs, okay, and blogs and podcasts, like we mentioned, have also taken on a bigger role in the blogosphere, with a lot of bloggers actually opting for primarily multimedia content services that cater to all these kind of posts like Tumblr, and are actually likely to keep growing in popularity. So we know that we are going through a phase wherein everything is online. We are actually dealing with a lot of stuff that is online. Okay, everything, right from schools, right from everything else, is online at the moment. Schools, work, everything else. So of course, blogs is something that has picked up a lot of pace, and the world, like I said, is blogging. Okay, they're all into blogging. They're all into sharing their writing with the world. And with new services like Quora coming into the market, there was the possibility that this blogosphere would actually shrink because more people turn to sites like these to get information. But again, services like Quora also provide valuable tools for bloggers because they give insight into what people really want to know about a particular topic. When you type something on Google, you want to know the details of that topic, and usually you are directed to these blogs, these different blogs. And blogs are unlikely to go anywhere, guys, in the near future. A lot of people think that, blogs are basically fads and there's something that's very recent, and they're just something that's seasonal and they might just go away. But no, trust me, blogs are here to stay. They are not going anywhere, guys. Okay. And there's a lot of room for growth and innovation definitely in this blogging sphere. So that's the reason that it is an upcoming field, and that's the reason that we are putting this forward to all the people who are actually interested in writing. Go ahead and share it with the world, guys. It is something that's gathering pace. It is something which is upcoming. Okay. So of course, there is a lot of room for scope. There's a lot of room for growth, innovation in method as far as blogging is concerned, as far as the content is found, delivered, access. But of course, it is an upcoming field. Okay. And now, everybody, well, let's see. Yes, we are through with the future of blogging, and now we have fun and frolic activity number 2 for everybody right here, right away, all of you. Okay. So now let us just see. Okay. This one is about jumble words. So we start with jumble words, and today is also about jumble words, guys. Okay. So you've got to unjumble the jumbled words, everybody. Okay. So now moving on. BEWGOL. Okay. BEWGOL. And the hint again is that all the words are from today's lesson. All the words out here are something that we have discussed in today's lesson, guys. So if you've heard the session right from the start, you'll be able to answer this very quickly. And I see a lot of answers popping in already, but I'm waiting for everybody out here to actually type in your correct answers. Come on, quickly. So all the words here are from today's lesson, and the letters are BEWGOL, guys. Okay, so I get a lot of the correct answers. Lovely, guys, lovely. I'm so glad that means everybody's been hearing, huh? That's great. Okay. Well, the correct answer is Weblog. We've discussed this at the start of the session, guys. Weblog. So all of you, well done. Okay. Active listening, I must say. All right. And the next one, DROWRESPS. Okay. So that is your unjumbled word. Okay. DROWRESPS. So come on, tell me, how do you think you can unjumble this one? Okay. So quickly, this is the jumbled word DROWRESPS. And again, the hint is that all the words here are from today's session, guys. Quickly. Okay. All right. So I can see a few of you who are sending me the correct responses already. And it's great to see that everybody's been listening very actively. I can say that because I see my chat box is flooded with the correct responses even today as far as these jumble words are concerned. Well, okay, and the answer is word press. Okay, so most of you got this correct. Congratulations, guys, and thank you for listening so carefully. And now the next word for all of you here is SAINMREAMT. Okay, so SAINMREAMT. Come on, quickly. And again, the hint is that all the words are again from today's lesson. So SAINMREAMT, guys. Come on, quickly, everyone. Tell me. What do you think is this word? Anybody? Okay. So I'm getting a lot of responses from a lot of people out here, and most of you are correct with this one. Okay, which is great. All right, and I think I'll just give a second to a few of you who are typing in. All right, lovely, lovely, guys. Thank you so much for your responses, everybody. And well, yes, the correct answer is mainstream. Okay, so mainstream, then WordPress, Weblog, all these different words that we sort of discussed in today's episode. And guys, did you enjoy the jumble words? Come on, quickly in the chat box. I need to see a yes from everybody if you've enjoyed these jumble word activity. Come on, quickly, everyone. I'm waiting, everybody. All right, so I get a lot of the emojis, the fire emojis right there. That's the first one that I get in my chat box. Okay, I can see the heart emojis also there coming in. Lovely. Okay, so I see yes, yes, yes. Okay, love the jumbled words. Great. So glad to know that everybody's enjoyed the jumbled words activity. And are you guys clear on the history of blogging, the history and the origin? Quickly, come on, tell me your comments. Okay, so I think a lot of you are typing in. I'm again getting yes, yes, yes. Lovely, guys. Thank you so much. And now we have almost reached the close of the session today. So a quick wrap up for today is definitely first, like we started with the early years as to how blogging came into existence, how things started off, and initially, like we know, the word blog was not into existence and it came a little later. And like I mentioned, blogging history is not something that dates back like to too long. Okay, it's something from the recent times. It's something that has gained a lot of momentum after the 2000s. Okay, so that it was about the blogging history. Then of course we discussed about the growth period also. Okay, wherein we talked a lot about how it gained momentum, and how people started to blog, and how from just like about 2023 blogs, it actually reached to many, many, many more. And today all we can see is all over the net is like so many blogs and so many things to read about. Everybody's blogging, everybody's sharing their own point of view, their own opinions, they're sharing beautiful pieces of writing all across the internet. Okay, so that was about the growth period that we discussed, and of course then we talked about how blogs reach the mainstream. Okay, and like I always say, that it's important for all of you who are actually passionate about writing, and you want to go ahead and share your writings with the world. You've got to know about the future of blogging as well. So you have to know about the history, the origin of blogging, the growth period, how blogs actually reach the mainstream, and of course, a little detail about the future of blogging. And that's what we discussed in today's episode. So I hope it's clear, guys. If it is clear, just send me a yes in the chat box quickly, everybody. Come on. All right, all right. So I'm getting a lot of the yes, yes, yes. I'm getting a lot of the high fives also. Lovely, guys. Lovely. Okay. And now, before I take your leave for today, well, it is time for the home task, everybody. Okay. So, definitely, the home task is something that will help you move a step forward into your journey as a blogger, because you're going to be writing stuff, you're going to be moving ahead, and then you're going to be starting a blog sometime soon. So, of course, the home task is important, and I request all my viewers out here to please complete and work on this home task. So, the home task for all of you right here is please go through the history of blogging and make a brief note of it for your own knowledge, everybody. Okay, so make a brief note of it for your own knowledge, the history of blogging, the origin of blogging, the growth phase of blogging, the future of blogging. All these are things that you should know, and you should know them in and out. So I would even suggest that you can just go on to Google and do a little bit of research on your own as far as this is concerned, because you've got to know where the roots lie, okay, how it came into existence. And I've discussed a lot of things, and I hope that is clear with all of you. So just go through the session right from the start so that it's clear regarding that, so that you are clear on the history of blogging. And of course, as a home task, just go ahead and make a brief note of it and keep it somewhere safe with you, so that you know it for your own knowledge. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, for being with us today evening. And of course, before I take your leave, we have to be able to talk about coming up. Okay, what is coming up? And if you can see, the arrows here are telling us about what is coming up. Well, the next thing for all of you right here on PSTV is about blogging for kids. Yes, guys, it is going to be about blogging for kids, because a lot of people feel that blogging is just an arena, a sphere for the adults. And how is it related to kids? I mean, it is definitely related to kids. Okay, it is important for all the kids, and that's the reason that we have actually brought these episodes forward to you. It's to encourage students who want to write, who have a flair for writing, who love writing, who enjoy it, and who are definitely passionate about it and want to go ahead and put their thoughts and opinions to the world. Okay, so this is the reason that we have actually started these episodes on blogging, and we will be talking about why blogging is actually important for kids. as far as how does it aid you? There's somebody saying you sound great. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much, and please stay tuned to all our episodes on PSTV. Well, so like I was talking that coming up is blogging for kids. So tomorrow we will be discussing about blogging for kids and what is the importance as far as blogging is concerned for all my students out here. So guys, I hope you had a great time today, and I hope you learned something from this session today. Thank you so much. Please stay tuned for my episodes every single day from Monday to Saturday at 8:15 p.m. Indian time, guys. And I'll see you in my next session. Till then, take care, everybody. Bye bye.